Challenge accepted.
Welcome back to the series of The Dig. We just slid down a ramp in the last video. We slid down a ramp and unfortunately Brink died. And there's nothing we can do for him. He's gone. So let's examine Brink.
You could be irritating sometimes, but you sure didn't deserve to die.
Now, let's pick up this plate.
Looks like one of the control plates we found on Attila.
And right away I'm going to show you what happens here. Because this stage of the game, there's going to be a lot of walking around and examining things, and not much talking, because obviously our crew isn't with us. That's why I chose to ask them lots of questions previously.
It won't do anything.
What? There we go. So yeah, we are going to spend the rest of the game pretty much looking for the last of these plates. Why? Well, I won't tell you why just yet, but basically we need to figure out let's look at this plant.
Well, it probably wouldn't hurt too. The plants seem to draw energy from my body and disperse it among all the plants. They must share a common root system.
Now, if Brink had been here, he probably would have said something. I wouldn't touch that if I was you, because you don't know what could happen. Right, these panels, I'm not going to fiddle yet. Well, I'll do one. We can fiddle, but it's not really going to help us. We can examine. Okay, we don't get much, but we can.
The door is shut tight.
It's coming. Aha! There we go. First of our engraved rods.
Another one of these engraved sticks.
Yeah.
What are they? Wands? Batons? Bludgeons? Maybe some kind of handheld computer game. With my luck, it's a hand grenade.
What I want you to notice quickly is that's got 5 symbols and that's got 4. Bear that in mind. There's another door. Aha, dark tunnel and ramp. Now, which one do we go down first? Ramp, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, I think it's dark tunnel. Obviously, no. While he walks, actually, no, I'm going to wait on that bit of trivia until a bit later on in the game.
It's hot here. And it's glowing down there.
This puzzle.
10 to 1, it's the power source for this place. All I need to do now is to find the light switch. Or the plug.
Notice a
or
little
the fuse box.
glass
Or
thing
whatever
at the bottom
makes
here.
this thing work. An instruction manual might help. Maybe a map. And I could use a sandwich. And a hot jukebox and a cold beer. Or just a starship headed for home. Get a grip, Boston.
At this point, the game assumes you've been walking around for a fair bit of time. And it's probably right, because this is not an easy game. Well, this puzzle is not easy. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to utilize this yet, but hang on, wrong thing. If we hit the triangular button,
Nothing happened.
yeah. Oh wait, hang on. Let's try something. Don't worry, I'll explain exactly how that works in a second. There we go. Okay, so now I know what I'm doing. So, yeah. notice where that diamond went, where that crystal thing went, okay? The idea behind this, I'm not going to spend ages showing you how I worked it out and stuff, it's just a waste of time. I'm just going to explain to you how it works. Yeah, so first things first, that button, if I just do that, that button is backspace, this button is clear, the middle button is activate, right, or yeah, do something. It's your action button, and then these four here are directions, so down, up, left and right. Now all of a sudden that seems real straightforward, right? Like, what are you kidding me? But it's because of those two guys there that it confuses things. You don't, and the shapes of the pieces, and the shapes of the pieces. You don't immediately assume that these are directional pieces, right? So let's see if I can recall this first time. I believe it's that. To pick it up. See if that works. Because the first time I had just pressed, I had made it go down. See if this works. Oh yes. Okay. So that means we need to make an adjustment of down, down action. There we go. Whether it has been one down or two down, I think it still works. And then we're going to go straight up, it looks like. So let's go to... We can leave it like it is and just go 1, 2, 3, 4. Action. Or we could clear out those first ones and do a description. So instead of going down, you would take out those downs, leave out that action one and just go up twice, if I'm remembering correctly. But see what happens. Don't worry, you won't drop it. Okay, we need to go up more. Incidentally, that plate, if I took that out, this thing wouldn't move so far as I know. Backspace, we can get up, I guess, action. Might be going too high now. Because now it's just about making adjustments. And as you can see, it's really not that difficult. But the logic side of it, figuring it out, there we go. There we go. Yeah, the logic side of things is where you have your problems. And now we're going to need that crystal. Let's go back up to the Nexus. And now we can begin to have some fun. Let's... Okay, now of course we need to know what to set it as, so... Red diamond, green square. Red diamond. Ah, good grief. And you can't go back, you've got to just keep going through. It's green square. And then I believe the other two were circles, but let's double check that. Yeah, green circle, red circle. So that's your circle and your green circle. Okay, nothing happens, but that's because diamond, square, circle, circle. Just double checking that. Yeah, so in other words, we're at the wrong door. At least that's how I see it. Now this door, you'll notice the interesting thing, it doesn't have a panel. This one does. What are we, 10 minutes in? Red diamond, green square. Green circle, was it? Yeah, green circle, red circle. So let's... Nothing. Notice, by the way, that all of a sudden there's energy.
There's a huge amount of energy flowing along this column.
Notice also, we will come back to that one. Let's look at this panel. I keep forgetting what the symbols are, it's ridiculous. Red diamond, blue square, green circle. Red diamond, green square, green square. Green circle. Red circle. Come on. There we go.
I hope this was a good idea.
We've got access.
So what is through this door? A death trap? A mad scientist with a pretty girl and a talking robot? An alien cafeteria? Why am I just standing here?
I wonder why.
After all, as Brink found out, the worst thing that can happen is you can take one wrong step and you're dead.
Now, I've forgotten the order that these doors actually work in. Like which rooms come in which particular order.
So much for the cafeteria idea.
So I'll be honest.
Boston.
Oh,
Are you there?
that's interesting.
They use geometric shapes as a kind of combination for the locks.
Boston, you won't believe where I am. I'm in a place filled with alien technology, the most fantastic things I've ever seen. And the machines are working.
What are they doing?
I don't know yet. I mean, they're really alien. Like nothing I've seen before.
Don't go too fast, Maggie.
I'll be careful, Boston. But it's not like we have time to use correct scientific procedures to test these things.
Where are you? How can I get to you?
I wish I knew. It's a sure thing you can't get here the way I did. I slid through a low tunnel in the rock, and then it kind of got filled with debris when the roof collapsed.
You could have been killed.
Gee, I guess this isn't safe. But if we'd been together, whoever went through the crack second would definitely have been killed. Keep that in mind when you're thinking about coming to save me. I handled it just fine.
Yeah, I guess you did.
We're both doing okay, Boston. We'll find a way to connect up with each other when it matters.
Maggie, good work.
Thanks, Boston.
There we go. Incidentally, I have a theory that the reason those machines were working that she talked about was because we reactivated the power. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but... Nothing. Oh, okay. What? Okay, my mistake. Obviously, that part comes later. Now, there's that button, and then also notice there's a foot switch over there, but yeah, which I believe does the same thing. Let's enter the tram. Let's see where it goes.
Now I know what my pet hamster felt like.
Now I have to believe there's some sort of gyroscopic technology there, keeping low straight up as the ball moves. Right. Because I mean, if it wasn't for that, he'd have been throwing up. Although he is an ex-military man, maybe even a pilot.
I need some help to pry this door open.
Okay. Our helpful task gets involved, yeah?
I need some help to pry this door open.
I have forgotten how to, because I could have sworn. Okay. Oh no. Okay, my mistake.
Nothing could open this door. I can't use these two things together.
Yeah, this all comes into play later. Let's go down here.
Plenty of water here. If it's drinkable, then we won't die right away.
Wait for it.
We'll have plenty of time to starve to death.
Now we can't get into this water apparently. And I'll just show you, because again, LucasArts games.
If Maggie were here, I'd tell her not to take a chance on swimming in the same water with a large eel that may or may not think of her as dinner. So maybe I'll take my own advice and stay on dry land.
And yet that's sort of a hint that we may want to enter that water at some point. But obviously we can't now. So let's go up. Aha, our first situation here. Now, let's look at these things first. Actually, I don't want to fiddle with that. Let's look. No, wait, hang on. We can do this. Forgot. Let's look at the lens. There we go.
Another ghost. The last one pointed the way down into the Nexus. Of course, that's how Brink died. Looks like a panel.
Okay.
I can't open it.
No, not. Oh, clicking the wrong thing. I'm into strange device. There we go. Now, this is also another puzzle that took me a bit to get right. Not just the line grabbing. Because in adventure games, you don't think to have to hold the button down or to drag things. That's just not how they work normally. But now, we have a bridge. Let's look at this thing.
It seems to be made of light, but it still looks like a bridge to me.
Yeah, I thought you would have examined that before stepping onto it, but anyway. Now, notice, by the way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spires. Why are we seeing 2 lines? We haven't activated... Oh, sorry, no, that's not... Okay. That's obviously from the bottom of the thing. I do want to specifically show you this. See what he says. Because each time we activate a light bridge...
This thing is so transparent, it's almost invisible.
Okay. Spire, all of these will get names later on as we gain access to them. Let's go through here. Aha.
A bunch of displays set into the walls. Inscriptions here and there. I'd say it looks like some kind of museum.
That's how it gets its name. So let's look at the
Symbols written on a plate. Looks like an alphabet.
tablets. The famous glowing crystals.
Strange glowing crystals.
And now we can begin to look at the displays. I'm not going to say anything. See if we can figure out what they mean. Maybe I give some hints. You recognize the 5 spires? You notice there are 2 different kinds of creatures there. Yeah, this one's a bit harder to figure out. But the 2 moons are helpful, they are necessary.
Could this be some sort of burial chamber?
Yeah, I can. They had to put that in there, because how else could you possibly know what was going on there? Essentially, that's telling us there's somebody buried. Something buried. Aha. This is showing us how something works. We're gonna go up and collect this thing quickly, which is obviously a key.
Another one of these engravings on a stick.
We'll look at that in a second. I don't believe there's any specific way that you have to watch these. It doesn't matter which one you watch first, kind of a thing.
That canister sure packs a punch.
So these are all hints. I would say only one of them is just telling the story, really. Backstory, because the hints on the first door, I'm not sure you really need that hint. Not the first door, but the first display that we saw. I'm not sure you really need that to win the game. These 3 are useful though. Before we go in there, let's look at that. We'll come back to that. And because I am a bit OCD about certain things, we are going to do that. Looks about right. Okay, so let's go into this door. Hey, there she is.
Boston!
Maggie, I found you.
I wasn't aware that I was missing.
You know what I mean. I found a way to get where you are. Through the museum, back that way.
That's nice, Boston. If that's the museum, then I guess this is the library.
I found out how to open doors back in the Nexus. There's a tram that leads out here.
Look, Boston, I think it's great you're finding things out, but I'm trying to concentrate here. I feel like I'm so close to making sense of some of this stuff, and I just want to stay here and keep working. All right?
Sure, of course. Anyway, I know where to find you, and you know how to get out of here if you want to.
Thanks. Yes. When I learn something, I'll call you on the box, okay?
All right. All right, yes, I won't bug you anymore right now.
Okay. Now, we could ask her tons of questions. Maybe let's try.
Robbins.
I don't know if she will let us. Yeah, there we go. Ask her about the tablets.
I found this in the museum. Can you read it?
It's not the same set of symbols I'm finding in the database here. I don't think it's designed for strangers to be able to read it.
Because she hasn't learned the language yet.
You won't believe what I found, Maggie. The central island and the 5 rock spires around it aren't just connected by underwater trams. There are also light bridges leading from the spires to this amazingly transparent crystal above the center island.
A bridge made from light?
I know, it doesn't make any sense, but it's true.
Their technology is so far advanced beyond ours that I don't know if anything could surprise me now.
Actually, there are two things. Two things that are going to surprise you, but we'll get to that. Notice these aren't going blue. That's because we can keep asking questions, but I don't want to waste too much
Maggie,
time.
I found a plate like the ones in the asteroid that triggered our journey here.
For all we know, any plates we find might send us on a voyage to the opposite edge of the galaxy.
Tell you what, I'll keep looking for more of them and you decipher that language so we can read the directions.
Great. You get to look for metal things lying around on the ground while I have to decode a completely alien language without any information about how they think or what they might be writing about. Yeah, that's a fair division of labor.
I like how the stress of the situation begins to show. This is why I said take notes of their personalities at the start of the game and watch how they evolve during the game.
There's no doubt about it, Maggie. These ghosts are trying to guide us.
Well, I wish one of them would come here and help me translate these inscriptions.
Alright, well that's that's that. I could keep asking questions, but I'm not going to. Let's just
Have
ask
you
a question.
deciphered any of the wall engravings yet?
Yeah, it's the user manual to an old mainframe computer.
Okay, so like I said, we could keep on. Well, let's
As
just do this.
irritating as he was sometimes, I really miss having Brink around.
There's nothing you could have done. Let it go.
Okay, let's
Thanks.
stop talking. Let's examine this console.
The screens must be part of one large computer. I don't think we'll be able to fix this screen.
I'm not sure she'll let us play with her console.
I've decided that has to be a control console for a data retrieval system. When I use the controls, different inscriptions appear. Sometimes different languages. If English comes up, I'll let you know.
Now, how does she know that they are different languages? You might be curious. Well, she is a linguist. Well, so to speak. There are, without going into too much detail, about etymology, and I probably used the wrong words there. Entomology is the study of insects. Etymology is the study of language, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, the point is, there are ways of determining different languages. It's just a fact. It's the wrong place. We can't skip these. I wasn't even thinking, I just clicked on my phone. Yeah, there are different ways of determining that a language isn't the same. Again, the two guys are on the left are travelers, just keep that in mind. The two guys on the right, they are locals. We can figure that out because all the rest of the displays only have the right hand guys. Let's go outside. Let's quickly go here so I'll show you something. Right, never mind.
The creature is beautiful. It has the appearance of a six-legged turtle. It makes me wonder if they have a common ancestor back on Earth. Unless it's just a coincidence of parallel evolution. If Maggie were here, I'd tell her not to take a chance on swimming in the same water with a large eel that may or may not think of her as dinner. So maybe I'll take my own advice and stay on dry land.
I need to learn the button to skip dialogue because I thought I clicked on sea creature, not water, but let's try again. Because it's supposed to happen.
A six-legged turtle-like creature.
Okay, well, let's go back. There's a trigger I'm missing. Probably we have to do something else first. Let's go to the tram and head back to the Nexus. We're running out of time here. I've been going for about 30 minutes now. These are just beautiful scenes to me, by the way. Where you get to watch this guy flow, run, roll beneath the water. I never get tired of watching them. Where I wanted to end, because we've got the next rod, we are going to now... We're still not going to go through there yet. I'll show you what's down there next episode, probably. Okay, it's the red one we're on. Blue triangle, green triangle. Which tells me we're going to have to go all the way through that list. It's actually faster if you don't button mash. Blue triangle, green triangle. There we go. Let's see. Blue circle, red square. And guess what? I must be honest, I don't know if these things are random. What color? It was a red square, that's fine. Yeah, I don't know if these symbols are random. Okay, nothing, right? Okay. I've already looked at Brink's body. Again, this door has no panel. This door might work here. So it was blue triangle, green triangle. I went right past it. Anyways, we'll get back to that one because it's blue circle, red square. Blue circle, red square. It takes so long to get to those symbols to get to the one you want. Okay, let me confirm that. Red square, blue circle, green triangle is what this is supposed to be. See if I button mash. Oh, it does actually go a bit faster. Well, it feels faster anyway. There we go. And this is where we're going to leave it. I'll go through that door in the next episode. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you guys next time. Next time's going to be a very interesting episode, by the way. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. We've got access.
So what is through this door? A death trap? A mad scientist with a pretty girl and a talking robot? An alien cafeteria? Why am I just standing here?